to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and joining me today. Please do consider hitting that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. And if you're returning, hey, Shug Muffin. Alright y'all, so today we have another human hair slay on a Monday. And in addition to that, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you beautiful people. May you have a magnificent day / night with your loved one. And if you don't have like a significant other, that loved one can be anybody you just happen to love. Your children, your mama, your daddy, all of the above, okay? You make Valentine's Day your own. So my boo thing is out the country, so I'm going to be celebrating Valentine's Day with my babies. Well, they're like big grown adult babies at this point, but they're my babies still. And that is a-okay with me. So make sure you spend it with whoever you love and choose to do so with. Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing another human hair unit, of course, from Amazon. Yes, 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 you already know. I feel like 90%, probably 95% of my units, of my human hair units are from Amazon. But y'all know I'm an Amazon junkie. I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how I roll. So this is a 13x4 body wave transparent lace frontal wig, which came pre-plucked with baby hair in 20 inches and with 150% density. Now she came a whole 613 blonde. Yes, ma'am. So if you want to see how I got this dark rooted red cutie here with these beautiful curls, keep on watching shit. Alright y'all, so this is how the hair came packaged, and they did include this wig cap with a care card. They also included some additional goodies as you see here. So this is this 613 blonde hair straight out of the package, as you see, in a body wave style. Very nicely pre-plucked, I must say. It does come with a standard cap construction with the 2 combs on the sides, one in the middle, one in the back with the adjustable straps, and this 13x4 parting space. So now we're going to mosey into the process for darkening the roots, and I am going to spray this Got to Be Glued Free Spray all over the lace to try to prevent the dye from bleeding through the lace as much as possible. I'm going to be using this Ailiceehr semi-permanent hair dye in the color Mocha Brown. I'm also going to be using some gloves, a plastic cap, and this small brush to apply the dye. So now I'm just sectioning out the hair, and basically I'm just finding the very frontal piece. I'm going to the very end where that track begins and just sectioning out that front area of the hair so that I can start applying the dye. So basically I sectioned the hair into 4 sections where I split the frontal in half and then split the half in half. And I worked in 4 different sections of the frontal. Now for this process, it's basically like applying a relaxer for those that remember the relax days, and some may still be in those days. You just want to apply a small amount right up to the root. You don't need to get it on the length of the hair. We are just focusing right on the roots of the hair, and I go around the entire perimeter of a section first before I start parting in between the hair. Everything we said, but I can't seem to get these thoughts out of my head. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that, love me like that? Oh, staying inside in my bed all day long, listening to sad songs. So I'm only showing this section on camera, and then you'll see how it all comes together once I finish all 4 sections of the frontal area, and this is what it looks like. The roots are now all dark. I've gone in between every section of this hair, and we have dark roots. So now I'm just going to put this plastic cap on it to let it process for 25 minutes. So after the 25 minutes, I went ahead and shampooed as well as conditioned the hair before going through the watercolor method to dye the rest of the hair. So the colors I'm using for this hair is the L'Oreal Technique High Color Highlights in the colors Magenta and Red. Now, as you can see, some of the mocha brown color kind of bled through some of the lace, but that's okay. It's not something that you're going to be able to see when I'm wearing the wig. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this Got to Be Glued Free spray onto the lace again before we go through the watercolor method. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this red color into a bowl first. And I never like to use the entire tube just because you just never know if you need to re-up the color at some point during the process. Now I'm going to go ahead and squeeze this magenta color in the bowl as well before I add the boiling hot water. Now, I usually don't use all of the boiling water that I have. Again, just in case I have to make the color a little more pronounced again after the first round of dyeing the hair. So now I'm just using my little mini whisk because I couldn't find my bigger one at the time, just to mix the hair dye with the water. I always do a paper towel test just to see if I have a desired color. And this color was just a little too Kool-Aid red for me, so I'm adding some of that mocha brown color that I had into the mix to darken it a little bit. I feel like after adding that darker color, it definitely gave me a desired red that I was looking for and not so Kool-Aid bright. So this is perfect. So now I'm just going to brush through the hair to make sure there are no tangles before I begin applying the hair to the mix. I do like to dip the hair into the water a few times just to make sure it is getting completely saturated and covered with the color. You'll notice that the water in the bowl is going to start lightening up pretty quickly because the hair is absorbing all of the color. So that is why I like to leave a little color as well as water behind so that I could reapply both to the bowl and get the color back to my desired color.
Staying inside in my bed all day long, listening to sad songs and feeling so low, thinking about you and where we went wrong. 'Cause I wanna know why you let me go. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us to be something more. I was so sure, I let my guard down for you. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? I gave you my heart, you tore it apart. Don't know why you had to hurt me like that. 'Cause now I'm in.
So this usually does not take long at all. I mean, it took a couple of minutes and this is the result. Like, this is what it looks like after just a few minutes of dipping it into the water. Now, I do have a couple of red spots in the hairline, but I'll fix that part later. This is the hair after it has air dried, and now I'm just going ahead and defining my right side part that I want to wear with this unit. Now remember, I mentioned that the hairline did come very nicely pre-plucked, but of course I did go in and pluck it some more, and this is how it's looking after, you know, giving it a little extra pluck. So now I'm going in with my Bio Silk Therapy. Before I begin curling the hair, you know, I kind of like to have it a little shiny. So this is like butter to hair. I promise you, this stuff is like the best. I'll be adding a very small amount of the Nairobi foaming mousse to each section before I add a Flexi rod. This is my very first time adding Flexi rods to a wig. It's something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and I'm so glad that I finally got a chance to try it. Now, I'm not going to take you through me Flexi rodding the entire wig, but I at least wanted to do this very back section so that you can, you know, see exactly what I'm doing in case it's something that you would like to try. I don't think it was very hard at all. It took me no time to add these Flexi rods, especially if it's something that you've done before. I mean, it's pretty much a breeze. If you know how to use Flexi rods, it's just the same on your hair as it is on the wig. No different. So again, I added the remaining Flexi rods off camera, and this is pretty much how it looks as a result. I did spray some Got to Be Glued Free spray on it so that, you know, it can remain its hold. And I pretty much left these in for days, probably like 3 or 4 days. So here we are on day 3 or 4. I'm really not sure which one, and I'm just going ahead and taking out all of the Flexi rods that I added. Because it's been a few days, I'm going back in with some more Bio Silk Therapy serum just to, make sure I got a nice little healthy looking shine on this hair. I love to use this stuff on human hair because it really does give a very nice healthy shine. I went through and separated the curls as well, and this is what it's looking like as a result. I was still seeing a few of the blonde tracks in the back throughout the hair, so that's why I'm going in with my contour powder to apply that to those tracks just to make sure that it's darkened and it blends and you don't see any kind of, any blonde colors coming through. It's probably much better to use some kind of like dark eyeliner pencil or something like that, or even a marker to darken it instead of, a contour powder. I feel like it would have just been more efficient. And I would have gotten the roots darker even faster. All right, so now I'm going in with my TruMatch Lace Conceal Tint Spray to tint the lace. With this tint spray, a little does go a long way. So I try to just spray a little bit and then just spread it around with a makeup brush. That tends to work the best. And now I'm just blow drying it so that, it dries a lot faster before I put it on my head. All right, so now let's get this baby installed. So far, the cap is very spacious and it's actually covering every aspect of my hairline very nicely. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut some little slits into the lace before I apply my adhesive spray. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull out a few little baby hairs on the sides, or, a couple of swoops on the sides because I know I'm going to have those going on. Now, I tend to switch up my adhesive spray with every wig, but this time I'm using my Ebin New York Wonder Lace Bond adhesive spray with the extreme firm hold. Remember, I kept talking about how the hair, kind of dyed red around the hairline. So now I'm just going to add a little black mascara around that hairline to just darken that hair to, of course, a darker color than red. Very easy fix. And now I'm just going to tie this down with my elastic band to get that very nice melt.
Stuck in the past watching videos of us. I have been trying to get rid of your stuff, but voices in my head are telling me to stop. It's all I have left, all I have of you. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us to be something more. I was so sure, but let my guard down for you. Baby, why'd you have to love me like?
Alright y'all, so hopefully you have stuck around to see the unboxing, the coloring, the installing, and styling of this unit right here. So if you have been watching me for a while, like, I don't know why y'all, but red hair is one of my favorite color hair, but with the dark roots. So I had to go with the dark roots. Hopefully you saw how I achieved that. Some people might think that that's a whole lot of extra work, but you know me. When I have my mind sold and focused on something, I will put in that extra work to make sure I get the final result that I want. So yes, that's what I did with this unit. And honestly, y'all, I am really loving this outcome. Like this dark root situation, like it really set it off for me, honey. And I love it. Like I feel like it's giving me natural vibes right here. Definitely, I am loving this unit. So you saw she came blonde. Of course, I transformed her all the way to this little cute red curly. She also came in a body wave style, but I was like, I wasn't really feeling the density on this unit, so that's why anytime the density is like a little light, in my opinion, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to curl it up some way, somehow. Yeah, to make it look a little fuller. So I basically talked about a lot of this during the voiceover when I was going through the whole coloring and styling process. So I won't reiterate what I've already talked about, but I really like this unit. I'm gonna be real clear on that. I've been experiencing some mild shangling, maybe because of the curls I have going on. There's no running my fingers through it, of course. But I have had like a couple strands of hair falling down. Not anything significant to be worried about. I'll say that, let's be clear. No concerns. You know, most people are intimidated about going through this kind of work on a human hair unit. But honestly, if you have a blonde unit, a blonde 613 unit, I mean, the sky is the limit. I was like torn between, you know, which way I wanted to go with this unit. But yeah, I was sold on red, especially with Valentine's Day being today. And at the time, it was coming up. So I was like, let's just go with red. But I had a whole other thought process in mind at first. So, I mean, like, your options are limitless. You can do any and everything to a 613 blonde unit. That's why I love them so much, especially the watercolor method. And if you just happen to want a dark root, it took me all of like 10 to 15 minutes to just darken these roots in the frontal area. Super easy breezy. It took me no time to do that. All right, so let's jump into the price or the pricing options. So on Amazon, this unit is available between 18 to 30 inches, y'all. In the blonde 613 color, okay? Not this color. And the price range for those inches are $137 to $297. Pretty wide range there. So for my specific specs at 20 inches, this unit is roughly $144. Of course, shop within your budget, sis. You know what's too high, you know what's low, you know what's in your budget. You just stay there, okay? Alright, y'all, so that's really all I have. Of course, you know I want to know what you're thinking about this unit, so let me know down in the comments below. You already know I want to know. I'm nosy and I want to know. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave me these little cherries emoji right here down in the comments below so that I know you made it to the end, Shug Muffin, and you know I love and appreciate you for that. You got a special place in my heart. You got a special place right here in my heart. I thank you all so much for rocking with me today. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. What you waiting on? Alright, I'll be sure to catch you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.